What's up guys, Random Razor here with another random product review video for you guys today. And today we're going to check out Dewalt's new 20V cordless random orbit sander. So of course, without further ado, let's pop this open, test it out, and give you guys a quick look. So there's plenty of cordless tools out there ranging from drills all the way to saws, but you never really see any cordless sanders, and I think the closest one that Dewalt ever introduced as something that's cordless was the Dewalt multi-tool, which you can have a sanding option on it. Now the sander does come in two different kits. You can get a standard tool only, which is what we have here, or you can get the one with a kit that comes with a bag, a charger, and a 5 amp hour battery. Most of you who are buying this probably already have other Dewalt batteries and tools, so you might as well just save your money and get the tool only. Alright, let's slice this open and see what we get. So the first thing that we get here is a dust bag that Dewalt generously includes with this, although it's not a very big bag. It's got the Dewalt logo on it. It's made of some sort of hybrid nylon cotton material as it's pretty soft, and there's also a spring inside, I guess, to hold it up. Continuing on, we have the actual sander itself here, which is wrapped in plastic. And last but not least, it looks like we have our traditional Dewalt manual. So let's take a closer look at the sander here. I guess Dewalt wasn't kind enough to include at least one sanding pad, as nothing else is in the box, so looks like we're gonna have to buy a few more separately. To attach the bag, you just push it on, and then it should just twist into place, like so. Alright, so take a quick overview of this. This does feature a brushless motor, which is supposed to be more efficient than a standard motor, so you get more power as well as a longer runtime. The top handle here is mostly covered up with rubber, so it's fairly comfortable in the hand. The only controls are at the front here. You have a dial, which you can set the rotation speed. It's a pretty finicky dial, but I guess it does work. And then you also have this on and off button at the front, which it's kind of awkward to press. There's a button underneath this rubber membrane. I feel like they could have done a better way of putting an on and off switch at the front here. Continuing around the body, we also have the Dewalt logo, and the rubber does extend all the way from the top to the bottom, as well as the top half of the cylinder. On the other side here, this is where you place your battery. And last, on the bottom, there's this rubber gasket. Not really sure the purpose of this, but it is there. And then you have your Velcro pad, which you would attach your sandpaper, obviously, and a bunch of holes here, so if you want to attach a vacuum of some sort, you could do that to extract all the dust and stuff that this thing creates. Anyways, I got a little mini project, nothing major, but I found an old piece of window, and it's like 120 years old or something, great shape, and I think I'm going to try and turn it into some sort of picture frame. So pretty excited to see what that's going to turn out, but we're going to use this and test it out by renewing that old wood and giving it a like new appearance, I guess, to prepare it for staining and whatnot. Alright, so this is what we're going to be testing the sander out on. It's an old window that I picked off from a building that was built in 1891. They were getting all new energy efficient windows in, and they got rid of some, so I decided to help myself a bit here. The idea is that I'm hopefully going to try and turn this into a picture frame of some kind, or poster frame. But anyways, yeah, I did a bit of manual sanding, but it's taking too long, so hopefully the Dewalt one would do it a bit quicker. I believe this is a type of maple. You can tell it's old growth wood by the number of growth lines on there. You just never see that anymore. But anyways, let's try it out. So I finished sanding this window frame to be picture frame, hopefully, and it seems like it turned out pretty well. I didn't realize how nice this 100-year-old maple is, especially with the number of growth lines in here. So this turned out pretty good. Gonna stain it some sort of really dark brown or black, so hopefully this turns out well. Overall guys, the initial impressions on Dewalt's new cordless sander is fairly positive. If you own or use sanders like this, you guys know that having that cord dragging behind you is a little bit annoying. So having the freedom to move around with a small sander like this is definitely a great bonus for those of you who like to do a lot of carpentry work, little hobbies. Doesn't matter if you're the professional or the homeowner. It's a great tool to have in your Dewalt 20V arsenal. In regards to the battery life, the 2 amp hour battery, not this one here, I probably got around 15 minutes of continuous use. Now obviously that's going to depend on the speed setting that you have on the sander, how much force you're pushing on the sander as well. But most of you who are probably buying this have other Dewalt 20V tools, so it's just a matter of swapping the batteries out and using it again. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about the sander, I kind of wish the controls were a little bit better designed. For example, the dial here could be rubberized to make it easier to move up and down, and the switch here, I don't know why Dewalt just didn't use like a large plastic switch rather than a small button underneath a rubber membrane. I feel like they could have done a better job at that. Aside from those small quirks, I'm pretty happy with the sander. It's something I've been waiting for a long time. I've been holding out on buying an actual sander, or a corded one that is, as I knew eventually Dewalt would have to come up with something like this. Although it took a while, definitely a great choice whether you're the homeowner or contractor. In conclusion guys, if you're looking for a cordless random orbit sander, you definitely can't go wrong with Dewalt 20V orbit sander. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments about this, ask away in the comments just as they're down below. Hit that like button as always helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next video.